ready for true happiness, for deep fulfillment, for feeling alive, on purpose, and in control of your life again? It's time to be the bold, brilliant, beautiful woman you were born to be. Welcome to the PurposeGirl podcast. I'm women's happiness and life purpose expert Carin Rockind, and I'm going to teach you how to live on purpose, feel alive, and be happy in every aspect of life. I'm going to get real about my life and interview women who are living on purpose so that you can finally live yours. Welcome to the show.
Hello, my purpose girl. I have such a special episode for you today. It wasn't one that I taped intending to be a podcast episode, but it's so important I want to share it. So every week I go live in the Purpose Girls Facebook group. It's a teaching that I do. One week I might teach on how to discover your purpose or how to make money on your purpose or how to be more creative or how to love yourself, whatever it might be. And it's my way doing those lives. It's free for you. It's in the group. It's my way of giving back and getting to do interaction with you and teaching you live. And yesterday I went to do the live as of this taping. Right now they're Wednesdays at 2 p.m. That might change in the future. But I went to do the live and I didn't have a topic. I just spoke from the heart. And what I've been feeling this week, sister, is such immense gratitude. Such immense gratitude for this incredible life that I get to lead, that I created. I'm blown away. It feels at this moment like every dream that I've ever had is in full play. And I'm beyond, I'm in awe. It brings me to tears. Purpose Girl is a business, in my last year in corporate America, I made $120,000. And just this month in June, Purpose Girl has already made $160,000. Now, I don't do this for the money, but that's so big. I need you to hear that. I need you to know it, because if you're sitting there and you're thinking you can't make money, living your purpose, making an impact in the world, living your dreams, doing what you want to do, like I did for 8 years, I thought I couldn't make any money. I mean, look, it is so possible. And I'm just a girl from the Midwest, right? Like, so if I can do it, you can do it. And Josh and I, we just booked a month in Paris, a whole month. Josh, Shay, and I are all going to go live in Paris. And sister, I'm going to be doing a retreat there. So you can come with me for a few of those days. And we have our baby boy. And the other day, I just badly needed ice cream and my king went out and got it for me. Like, life is so good. I have this incredible team and Rachel, and I work with the most amazing women on earth who just like move me to tears with their purpose. And I was so filled with gratitude that I got onto the Facebook Live yesterday and I just shared my immense gratitude and my awe and everything that's happening in my life, and sharing that when you feel like crap or you feel like it's all falling apart, the biggest way to go high is with gratitude. And as I was sharing, comments kept coming in. I actually couldn't even read the comments. So Facebook wasn't letting me see any comments for some reason. But almost 100 comments by the end of the live. And I went back and I read them of women just being inspired, hearing this and then sending me messages. And then later in my Goddess on Purpose class, telling me that live inspired them so much that my team and I decided that you need to hear it. So instead of the episode I was going to do for you today, I'm sharing this live with you. And it's scary because I'm bragging big time about money that I'm making, about abundance, about love, about all the wonderful things. And listen, as a Jewish woman, as a Jewish girl, little girl inside, right? As a Jewish girl, there's all sorts of superstition. Like, we're not supposed to say the good things. But I want to teach you to do the opposite. I want to teach you to focus on what's good. And in this live, I shared why we have to focus on what's good and all about the science and the energetics behind that. And so you're going to want to listen for that. I share how to be grateful no matter what is going on and how that's going to help you. And I share what's going on with me so that you know that it's possible too. That's the biggest thing. I want you to know that every dream in your heart is possible, and that if you have a dream, it is meant for you, sister. It is meant for you. And that you are not wrong or bad for wanting whatever you want. You want to go speak on stages. You want to open up a bakery. You want to make $1 million. I want you to make $1 million because I know that when that money is in your hands, you're going to give back for good, just like me, just like every woman I know. And I want you to know about these lives that I do. Typically, there is a teaching topic, but always it's inspiring, always it's motivating. And I want you to join the Purpose Girls Facebook group because I want to inspire you and motivate you to go run the world. I want women running this world. I realized recently that that is my biggest purpose. Yeah, my purpose is to inspire and empower women, but ultimately I realized it's because I want women running the world, because when women run the world, we're not going to have anyone who's hungry. We're not going to have anyone who's underserved. We're going to treat all people fairly and equally. So this is big. So I want you to go right now and join that Purpose Girls Facebook group if you haven't. It's totally free, and every day we post different journal prompts or ways for you to celebrate yourself or ways for you to get on your purpose. Every day I want you to go on there. I want you to celebrate yourself, to brag, to ask questions. I want you on those lives every single week. And I want you to hear what's going on with me so that you know that every dream of your heart is totally meant for you, sister. So the sound might be a little bit funky because I did this on Facebook from my computer. I didn't do it on my fancy podcast equipment. And you'll hear me keep saying, I can't see the comments because it was a Facebook Live. But I want you to have this inspiration. It's raw. It's real. I cry. I share where I'm spending my money and where I want to spend it. And I have a lot of messages for you in there. So enjoy it, sister. And I'll see you over in the Facebook group. I love you so much. Remember, you're here to change this world. And that's what we're doing. We're changing the world one woman at a time. May you live purposefully. May you love yourself. And may you love life. Bye for now.
Hello, where my purpose girls at? Hello, 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 goddesses. Who is with me? I don't even know that we advertised for today because I wasn't even sure what my topic was going to be. But right before doing this, it became crystal clear to me. So I will wait for a minute as people come on. What we're going to talk about today is how to go higher immediately. Like no matter what is going on in your life, we're going to be all about how to go higher because sisters, I can't even with life right now. Like I'm feeling so fucking grateful. I'm just beyond. I'm so beyond right now. So as you come on, please say hello. Tell me you're here. Actually, I can't even see the comments. I don't even know if you're saying hello already. I don't even know who's here. I'm doing this like, I don't know. I just can't tell. But I'm so fucking honored to be here. Okay. Like what I want to talk to you about is how to go higher immediately. And I'm frankly having like this epic time in my life and I just want to bring you into it. I wish you could just be right here. I wish we could sit in circle. I want to like share. I want you to be having the most epic time of your life right now. And so there's just so much. There's so much I want to share with you. There's so much. Okay. There's just so much. So first, how are you? Like what's going on with you? Even though I can't see the comments, I want to hear from you. I'll go back. I'll read them later. I want to know like what's up in your world and how you're doing. So I want to tell you that I'm in the middle of, have you ever felt like you're working so hard and working so hard and working so hard and you don't know if you're getting anywhere and you don't know what the light will be? Like, is there light at the end of the tunnel? And you're waiting for like that moment that it feels like things shift. It feels like the tipping point. Sister, that's what I feel like I'm experiencing at this moment. Like, my life is so fucking good. My life is so fucking good. Thank you, goddess. And I have to tell you, like, I'm Jewish. There's like an old superstition thing that we shouldn't like say things are good because then we're attracting the evil eye and like all that kind of stuff. And, you know, as a positive psychology gal, I'm just going to say fuck all that and that's not true. And we're not even going to go there. Rather, what we're going to do is we're going to just like we're going to seep in it. So if you eat a really big meal, like if you eat like a Thanksgiving meal and then you don't have like a burp or a poo or whatever, like it just gets undigested. And what we need instead of being afraid to share like how good life is, what we actually need to do is we need to share it widely. We need to journal on it. We need to write it out. The key to go higher immediately is fucking gratitude. Okay. And I'm just so grateful. I'm out of my mind. I'm having an out of body experience. And I've been doing this for 3 minutes now. I haven't even told you what's going on. So let me just share. Josh Shay and I, I feel like I need a drum roll. We are going to live in Paris for the entire month of September. Like, I don't know, maybe we won't come back. No, we will for our dog. But like, we just made the decision that we are going to go live in Paris for September, the entire month. So if one of the things I love doing for you is holding retreats. And now that things were opening up, I was like, all right, can we do a Paris retreat? And my amazing, adoring, fabulous husband, king of a husband, said, you don't need to lead a retreat for us to go to Paris. We're just going to go. We're just going to go for the whole month. And I was like, it's like a dream come true to have a king, have a queen, whoever you love, have anybody give you that kind of permission and say, we're just going to go. And I am doing a retreat, okay? Like, I'm not doing like a huge announcement. Well, I will do a huge announcement. There's so many of you who have already told me that you're interested in the Paris retreat that the waiting list is longer than the spots that I can take, than I can fill. So I'm like, no, one of my great pleasures is taking women to Paris. One of my great pleasures is showing women what I love about Paris, showing Paris through the eyes of the goddess. Like, yes, going to the Louvre, but specifically finding all the goddess pieces and sharing them and how they up-level us. And yes, doing the Eiffel Tower, but specifically from a place of like in a whole day of elevation and like a whole day that's surrounding what if life were even juicier, even bigger than our wildest dreams. I love surprising my goddesses in Paris with like a random bottle of champagne here and there and everywhere. So we are doing Goddess Getaway Paris. It is September 19th to the 23rd. I will do some sort of big announcement, even though I'm sharing it here. I'm just like so filled with fucking gratitude that this is my life. I came on a couple days ago. I shared with you about money, and I was so afraid to talk about money. And I will tell you, sisters, that so far in June, I have made, PurposeGirl has made $150,000 in June, maybe more at this point. I don't even know what to do with myself. I'm so honored. I'm so grateful because every dollar that you invest in PurposeGirl is a dollar where I get to support you in living your purpose and living your dreams. That's more than I made my entire last year of working in corporate. So there I was in corporate thinking, if I follow this dream of empowering women, I can't make any money. And now I've made more than that in 1 month. And I'm on track to make, I will tell you, $200,000 this month. It's scary for me to share those numbers with you because then I think you're going to be like, she doesn't need this. What is she doing it for? But like, let me tell you what I'm already thinking of. I'm so grateful because I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going to get to put money away for my son's college. I can just pay outright for my stepson's college. That feels really great. Also, I'm looking for a nonprofit that I can be on the board of. If you know a nonprofit that's all about girls and leadership and advancing, especially girls of color, girls who are underserved and don't have as much opportunity. I would like to become a donor to that organization. I would like to get on the board of such an organization. I would like to be able to support and speak on behalf of and to girls. I would like to start speaking to girls' organizations and to women in domestic violence who have been, you all know, I suffered from domestic violence, you can tell I'm like just so filled with gratitude about my life right now. I don't even have words. Also, I have mom brain. But now that like where PurposeGirl is, I now can start doing a lot more that's that's giving back. I always have made sure with Purpose Girl that I do a lot that you don't have to pay for, right? Like this Facebook group is totally free, and I do all the like replies on the comments myself. I obviously do this live for you, which normally is a teaching. It's normally not me just coming on here and like full of gratitude and bragging, but so this is free. The podcast is totally free, even though it costs me a lot of money to produce the podcast. It's totally free. So I always have paid opportunities and free opportunities. And I think that's one of the gifts of putting money into the hands of women, that the more of us women that have funds, the more we will do things, we will give back. I think that's like, I'm really getting clear that my bigger mission is for women to run the world. Like, please, hands up if you are down for the mission. Women will run the world. Because then we will have a world that is kinder. We will have a world that's more compassionate. We will have a world where everybody eats, where everybody is taken care of. And putting more money into the hands of women, into my hands, I'll be able to do more for other girls and women. And then I can take on more, like I get requests to do speaking engagements for nonprofits. And I do usually say yes as long as I can, but I'm going to specifically go out and solicit those, like where can I speak? I can speak for free. And to those of you who are in my programs and are part of my earning, like the whole idea of this is that we're in it together, because I want you to earn. Like I don't want to earn and you not earn, right? Like the women in my Goddess on Fire mastermind that's coming up, that is my business mastermind that I don't even promote. It is sold out without me promoting it. I'm actually opening up a second cohort. So even though I haven't talked about it, if you want to be in it, I officially have more women in it than I have spots. So if that's something that you're interested in, send me a DM or post right here. It's 6 months, you, me, a very small group of women. I do not take more than 7 women in that program. Where we fucking set your dreams on fire. And if you want to monetize those dreams, we help you monetize them, or like, we just help you take them so big. And that's the whole thing, is that those of you who are, whether it's in my Goddess on Purpose program, you're in my Goddess on Fire program, you're my one-on-one client, you're in this community, anytime you invest in Purpose Girl, what I hope you feel is that I'm bringing you along with me so that you too are earning, and you too are elevating, and you too are, it's a ripple effect, right? Like it's not, I want you to feel that. And it's actually why the women in my Goddess on Fire program and in that mastermind and my one-on-one clients all get to be on my podcast. So it's really important to me that I use my platform. I use this group. I use my platform and the podcast for my clients to get exposure. Like for years, I had mentors who had these big audiences, and I was like, "Will you tell them about Purpose Girl?" And they never did. And that's fine. Like they may have had so many clients that they couldn't, but I just made a commitment to myself that rather than complain about them not doing it, I just said, all right, well, when I'm in their position and I have a platform, I'm going to promote my clients. And so I do. And that's that. And it's my honor and it's my pleasure, because I only work with women who are purpose-based, right? Like, so when I work with a woman, you are changing the world. And so why the fuck wouldn't I want to get your message out, right? Like one of my clients yesterday who just joined Goddess on Fire, we did a one-on-one session because that program has a one-on-one every month. She is all about you loving your body. This is April Codd. She's all about you loving your body, feeling amazing in your body, feeling sexy. Her whole thing is to love yourself sexy without needing to lose a pound. Like, why do we have to lose weight? That's like the fucking patriarchy and white male patriarchal culture of thousands of years ago that said what our bodies have to look like. No, you can feel sexy right now. And so of course I want to like introduce her to every Purpose Girl and on my podcast and everywhere, because I want every woman to feel beautiful in her body. Or like another beautiful, beautiful woman. And again, I don't know who's watching this, so you all might be watching this. Another beautiful client of mine, who's one of my VIP rockstar clients. Those are my one-on-one clients, who we started working together one-on-one today, Kim Wisner. She is all about every woman feeling sensual and pleasure and knowing that she's deserving of that. at any and every age. And she is this like gorgeous soul and spirit who, just being in her essence, she just oozes pleasure. And I'm like, I said, girlfriend, we talked about what program she's going to create. I'm like, create that program and I'm buying it. Take my money. Like what she described with what she does with clearing out your womb and clearing out the old stories and claiming your sensual self. I'm like, I will pay you, sister, create the program. I will be a client, right? And that's what's so fun is when we do this, and I'm so filled with gratitude. Like, look at what I get to do. I get to work with these incredible women that are changing other people's lives. Like, another amazing woman who just joined Goddess on Fire, the mastermind today, Elise Smith, she doesn't even want to make money on her purpose. She has a foundation and she wants to create workshops empowering women to go after their purpose, to no longer be the good girl. And she wants to do it all with those who are underserved, right? So she wants to do it all nonprofit and just go out and be able to like help more and more women rise up. Like another goddess who just joined Goddess on Fire, Amy Ritchie, is creating an incredible program for kids. Like kids, like for kids to just come alive with art and with, oh, just so good, so good, so good. I mean, so I'm just filled with gratitude. Like, how is this my life? How is this my life that like I get to be paid so well to do what I love with women I adore who are changing the world. Like I am beyond myself. And it gets even juicier where I'm going to be living in Paris for a month, taking Shay. Like I will tell you, before I had Shay, thank you all for just listening to me. The way to go higher immediately is gratitude. Okay. I don't even know if I talked about that. It's gratitude. It's play. Like, listen, I know I'm all about purpose, but I was talking with one of the goddesses this morning and she was talking about her husband who's just like work. And their work is it's like giving. It's very purposeful. It's giving. But I said to her, if you don't have play, if you don't have pleasure, if you don't have fun and joy, you will burn out. Okay. And so if you want to go higher, you have to add fun and play in. And if you want to go higher in your life, I don't care if you feel like shit. In fact, if you feel like the shittiest of shitty, that is the moment to turn on gratitude. That is the moment to find, what are you grateful for? What is good? And there's always something good, right? Like, you know, one of my clients grew up without running water, with no toilets. She grew up with an outhouse. And now she's created a beautiful business and a beautiful life. And so it's like, let's be grateful that if you have running water and toilets, okay, let's be grateful for that. So the way to go higher immediately is to be grateful, because here's what happens. It's an energetic, you can tell I'm just like beyond myself right now. I didn't even tell you, like the other day when like so many women are coming to Miami. I think I have 17 goddesses so far. By the way, there's a few spots left. If you're holding out, what are you holding out for? Like, be in my energy live for a few days and you will fucking soar. Okay. Like, it's impossible if you're in my energy and you're in the energy of these other goddesses for just a few days and you're in the Versace mansion, it will up level you so much. You will think so expansively. We're doing amazing, powerful exercises around desires where you will discover desires you didn't even know existed. We're doing incredible exercises about fucking getting rid of all that self-doubt and that guilt and that shame. And like, oh my goddess, it's like, I'm talking like smashing plates kind of level of letting go, burning up. I'm talking about then unleashing your like biggest truth and purpose in life. I'm talking, we're going to go on the beach at moonlight and we are going to dance. I'm talking about, we're going to go into the ocean and skinny dip. Like, this is my life. Okay. And this can be your life too. Not just me, this is your life too. Like, I'm opening this up to you. So if you've been sitting there and like you have not yet been signing up for Miami because you're just thinking about it, don't think about it anymore. My team and I have actually, because we have so much else going on and we're hiring two new people, because the third person just said yes, which I'm so excited about. Side note there, so excited to welcome actually my sister on board. She created the PurposeGirl logo and she's going to be doing our graphics now for the whole Goddess series. And I'm going to bring her on to my various platforms to teach branding. So get ready for that because she's so fucking good at it. So shout out to her. Like, that's the thing too, is like the bigger you go, you can bring the people with you. Do you see that? Like, you can bring others with you. So get ready for Sandy to teach an awesome class on branding, and you can even work with her on your own branding. She's an incredible photographer, designer, etc. Oh gosh, I was telling you something else. I don't even know. I'm just so filled with gratitude. Okay, so that's just it. Is like, if, especially if you're in the dumpers, you're in the shitter, like what you do is you go to gratitude. You find what it is that you do have to be grateful for. Okay, what is good. And it doesn't mean that you ignore the bad stuff. Like, any of you who worked with me, you know, I take the bad stuff pretty, like, we work with it, right? Like, that's why you actually work with a coach, because we bring out what are those fears, what is that shame, what is that like old story. We bring it out of hiding, right? It's like stuck in our bones that you can't be visible, or that it's you shouldn't charge money, or that you're not worthy of feeling great, or that people don't like you, or whatever it might be. And we bring all of that out. We like literally throw it up and we move it through our bodies, right? Like, anyway, so I'm not saying to ignore all of that. I'm saying that if you want to immediately take yourself higher, love what is, find what is good, and have so much gratitude for it. Because there's an energetic principle here that the more grateful you are, okay, there's an energetic and a scientific principle. So energy, like energy attracts like energy, okay? That's an energetic principle. So when you're positive, you're going to attract positivity. There's also a scientific, y'all know I love the science behind this stuff. There's a scientific principle there, which is that your brain can only hold about 7 bits of information in the moment. So like right now, there's a lot going on. You have my voice, you've got maybe pinging and dinging from other places. You've got maybe a baby, like for me, a baby crying in another room. Maybe you're hungry. So there's a lot going on at once, and your brain can't handle it all. It's got to focus on something. So the question is, what does it focus on? It focuses on that which it thinks is most important. So you have to be the one to tell your brain that the good stuff is what's most important, that your desires are what is most important, that the juiciness is what's most important. If you tell your brain all the victim stuff is most important, or the ways that people have wronged you is most important, or the shit is most important, or any of that, that's where your brain is going to go. So there's like a brain, your brain, the way that your neural pathways work, they work to looking for whatever it is that you're giving them. So you have to focus on what is good, and you have to be so grateful for every little thing and celebrate the fuck out of it. So gratitude is one thing. You want to really go high, celebrate it. Like, celebrate it all. Like, the other day I wanted ice cream and Josh went out and got ice cream, and I wasn't just like, oh, thanks, babe. Like, that's some gratitude. It's a little bit of gratitude. I was like, oh my God, you're so amazing. I love this ice cream. Oh my God. And like every little bite, I like savored and I made little noises and like, this is so good. This is so good. Oh my God. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Like, the more I like really savored it, and there is scientific proof here that when you savor something, you're like taking gratitude and you're elongating it, it actually gets more cemented in your brain. And again, the way your brain works is the more it focuses on what's good, the more good it goes to look for. So y'all know I'm like a celebration whore, okay? I don't mind. Some people are like, I can't, going on social media a lot, it feels like I'm whoring myself out. I saw something from Carolyn Elliott the other day. She was like, yeah, I am whoring myself out. So I'm going to whore myself out with celebration. Like, because I want you to celebrate everything. Some people are like, oh, I did this great thing, but it was no big deal. You know, like I won an award, but it's no big deal. I'm like, no, it's a big deal. We're going to make a huge deal about it because, and as women, like we've been told to not brag and not celebrate, like, screw that. Can you all right now, if you're watching this live or the recording, can you celebrate? I know I can't see any comments at the moment for whatever reason, but will you celebrate right now? Will you brag to me about something, anything in your life? Like you ate a really great lunch or a really good cup of coffee, or you're sitting here watching this live, or you know, are having a panty free day and you're bragging that, or like whatever. Because you can just tell the more I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my gosh, all these things are amazing in my life. Like I haven't even started. There's so much more I haven't told you. Like I've been teaching, the one thing I do outside of PurposeGirl is I teach a certificate in positive psychology class through an organization called the Flourishing Center. My students are graduating next week. And I'm just so filled with gratitude and love for them. It's been fucking amazing, epic. They each have to do a final project. The first person did her final project yesterday. She actually is a member of the Purpose Girls group, and she's in Goddess on Purpose, and she just went Goddess on Fire, and she did this whole thing for young girls, I think like 8 to 12 or something, to celebrate themselves, right? Like how fucking epic is that? This is my life. This is what I get to do. I get to teach someone like that and help her create something like that. My Goddess on Purpose program, oh my goddess, like there have been 32 goddesses in this, and it's the biggest group I've had, and I was worried, like, would I be able to hold that many women and really keep track of where they are? And I brag that I have, and I brag that these women have all like elevated. In our final week, they are all sharing their purpose, their plans. You know, this amazing woman got her microphone to start a podcast. Another one has already done her logos to start a podcast. They're declaring what they're working on, their coaching businesses. They're doing videos. They're out there doing workshops. Like it's amazing. These women are so on fire and so on purpose. And tonight is the last night of class, and I'm going to miss them so much. And I love you all so much. And it's really like, I brag, I created that course. I brag, it's really epic and awesome. I'm grateful for how many women have joined me in that program. I'm grateful for how many women come a second and third time to that class. Like, I'll tell you, this beautiful, beautiful goddess, Elaine, said to me this week, when she heard that some women had joined a second and third time, she thought, oh, maybe this wasn't that good if they're having to do it again. And now she realizes that they join a second and third time because it's so good. They just want more. And that they get to go deeper and higher, and like the sisterhood and the community, and these women have become like, you know, like women are already crying that the program is like over. And I don't know. So this like beautiful husband who has been celebrating me all week, celebrating me being a queen and celebrating my success all week, who's not only is he not intimidated by my success, he gets turned on by my success. And he shows up like in the middle of like a couple times a day. He'll bring me a glass of water, he'll bring me a snack. The other day went out for ice cream. The other day came home with a dozen roses for me. And like, that's a dream, right? I mean, it's a dream, but it's reality. And my baby, have you guys seen my baby? So fucking cute. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful he's healthy. We're coming up on 1 year, July 2nd, believe it or not, will be a year. So I don't know. I don't even know what this live is about. I don't even know. You're all watching. I don't know why you're watching, because I'm just sitting here talking about how good everything is and how grateful I am. And I'm really grateful to my mentors and my coaches. I have really, really grown in the last couple of years, specifically with Christine and Julia, my coaches. And I will tell you, I brag. I spend more on coaching than I do on my mortgage. Okay? Like, I walk my talk, friends, sisters. I walk my talk. I spend more on coaching than I do on my mortgage. And when I say it like that, and I realize that, it sounds crazy, but is it? Is it crazy to spend more with my coach than I do on my mortgage, when working with my coach has helped me create this, where I'm getting to empower this many women where I'm getting to hire more women, where employ more people, where I'm getting to pay for my stepson's college. His mom can't. His mom does not have the means. But I do. So I can pay for my stepson's college. And I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of that. And I'm really grateful. And it's all doing good work in the world that makes a difference. So, you gotta have gratitude, sister. If you just keep working, and you never pause with the gratitude, you will burn out. And you will miss the juice. Because I'm sitting here and just pausing and being so grateful for all of you, and so grateful. Oh my God. I didn't even tell you. We're spending a month in Paris. We secured the 2 most epic apartments a block away in Paris. Like, these apartments, so one apartment is for us to live in and one apartment is for the retreat. These apartments are so goddessy. They're so fucking beautiful and delicious. I'm talking about like pink and purple accents everywhere. They're so beautiful. And they're in the best part of town. If you know Paris, I think the best part of town is the Marais. It's just like artsy and funky and tons of cafes and lively. It's heaven. Okay, it's pretty close to the Seine. It's pretty central to everything. It's heaven. And we found 2 apartments a block apart. It's like somebody basically looked at PurposeGirl. They designed 2 fucking fabulous apartments and made them available to us. So one is where we're going to live, the 3 of us, and one is for the women coming on Goddess Getaway Paris. And it's so good. And I'll tell you, when I was having right after the second miscarriage, I met a new friend, a new soul sister, and she was so like inspired by what I do in the world and for a living. But then she heard my desire to have a baby, and she said, "Oh, sister, you can't have a baby doing that. Like you're gonna have to give up your work." No. And then she took it back. She said, "Oh my God, no, I'm sorry I said that. No, I don't have to give up my work. No, you don't either, right? I'm grateful. We're going to be a model for how to do this differently. And I have help. Like, I would never say I do this alone. Josh is an amazing dad. He also works from home, so he takes Shay during the day. But I finish work every day by 3:00. And then Shay is mine, okay? It's Shay and mommy time from 3 until dinner. And sometimes we go grocery shopping because we need to, and sometimes we take a walk because we want to, and sometimes we play. Sometimes he lays on me and naps. I don't know how much longer I'm going to get that. But I'm so fucking grateful for it all. So, no, we're getting to redesign this. Wow. I can't even believe you're still watching this because I'm just like riffing and talking. So I really want to know, what are you grateful for? I really want to know what's good. I want you to celebrate. How do I make this group more of a space for celebration? Like, my dream for this group is that every day, 10 of you, 30 of you are bragging and celebrating in the group. You're just celebrating that you had a really great meal. You're celebrating that you signed another client. You're celebrating that your purpose is growing. You're celebrating that you feel beautiful. You're celebrating that you were feeling like shit and you hit some pillows. You're celebrating that you that you're feeling all the feels. Like, how do I do that? How do we get this group to be where you feel comfortable celebrating yourself every day? And by the way, celebrating all of it, like even the shit you're allowed to celebrate here, or even if you're not in a celebratory mood, how do we create this group so that you can come on and at any time you can even post like, I'm having a shitty day, can I get some love? Like, I would love that. I would love if you would post, I'm having a shitty day, can I get some love? Because I want you to see that when you then have like 10 or
10 women, 5 women, 2 women, whatever it is, replying back like, I got you, sister. I want you to feel how good that feels. It makes a massive difference in life. Us women were never meant to do this alone. So how do we do that with this group? Is it that I need to come on here and celebrate every day? Maybe I do. I think I hold back from doing that because I never want you to think that like I don't know. See that old story? I don't want you to think that I'm bragging too much. No, it's my group. I can brag if I want. Anyway, that's really a dream of mine. It's a dream that like every day, tons of you will come on here and you'll celebrate how awesome you are. You'll ask questions. You'll ask for referrals. You'll ask for business. Well, not really ask for help with your business. Yeah, I'm so grateful for all of you. Like, you know, we're almost 4,000 women in this community. And who do you know who should be in this group? Like, can you please go invite some friends? Like, can you guys go right now into the invite and invite all your friends to be part of this? Like, let's create something epic. Let's have a revolution here. That's what I see. Like, I've been realizing that my highest purpose is for women to run the world. So can you go invite your friends, especially if you have friends who feel lost. You have friends who are like, what am I supposed to do with my life? Or my kid, I'm an empty nester now. What do I do? Like, invite them into this group. Send them to my podcast. That'd be amazing. So I have no idea. There are 82 comments. Thank you. I have no idea what you've all said. Because I can't see it for whatever reason right now. Facebook is not letting me see it. But that's how to go higher. Like, and let me know, did I take you higher just by like witnessing me brag and witnessing me be in my high space? Did I take you higher? Because that's what this is about. Yeah, so a couple things I'll say in closing. One, if you've been sitting there thinking about Miami, but you haven't like pushed the button yet, sister, push the button. And if you need help, like deciding or figuring something out, like, do you know one of my team members is actually flying with one of the women because she hasn't flown alone before. Like, that's how good Team Purpose Girl is. Like, we are so there to help you. We are so there to help you. But like, come. Like, you actually, what is your excuse? What is your reason? You actually have no reason not to come. If you say it's money, I'll give you an extended payment plan. Boom. Also, because coming to something like this, it elevates you to make more money. Okay, like, I didn't have the money for graduate school when I went to get my master's in positive psychology. I took a leap of faith, and it's not backup. It's not a leap of faith. I took a leap of faith in me and my dream and who I am, that I was going to make it happen. And I believe in you. I believe in you to make the money for Miami. Why don't you believe in you, right? Like, let me help you with that. Because this trip is going to elevate you and up-level you so much. So that's number one. Like, get on that. Number two, Paris is coming out soon. I have a long wait list already. And if you are wanting to be on that wait list, then put it in the chat or DM me, like now. Or send a message to Rachel, which is team@purposegirl.com. Team@purposegirl.com. Also, I don't advertise it because it always fills. And now I'll be creating a second group of it, but my mastermind. It's called Goddess on Fire. A mastermind means that we get together as a small group, and whatever your dream is, we elevate you to get that fucking dream done. Hashtag get the damn thing done. Do the damn thing. I'm like, what's my hashtag? And we do it by every week. You bring what is going on with you, what you want, what you desire. We all help you get it. And I also like do a bunch of teaching of how to like have a business, like all the different aspects along the way. So it's super powerful. And I don't advertise it because it always fills. So if you want to be in on that, then DM me or put a note there too, and we can set up a call. So I'm just feeling grateful. I don't know. I'm just so grateful. Thank you to all of you for watching. Thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for trusting me with your purpose. Thank you to my husband. Thank you to my baby for choosing me. Thank you to my family. Thank you to my team. Thank you to Rachel. Thank you to Josh. Thank you to the goddess. Thank you to everything. If you want to go higher, immediately start with gratitude. and add in some play and some pleasure. Let yourself have a fucking epic experience, right? Like if you've been thinking about, oh, you've been feeling like shit, or you've been thinking of something, then join one of my courses, like join Goddess on Purpose, or I don't even know what my fall course is going to be. Like join it. I promise you, it will take you higher. Women show up, they've been feeling like shit all day. They don't want to show up to the class. They show up and they feel so alive, and you should see the transformations of these women. So, I don't know, it's all good. It's so good. It's so good. So now I'm rambling. It's because there's 93 comments and I'm trying to get to 100. Can you guys just do a couple more comments so I can have 100 comments? Just say anything. Say, hey, boo, or I love you, or your brags, or your dreams, or anything. Say, I'm coming to Miami, you convinced me, or something like that. I don't even know who's watching, but if you're watching and you're not coming to Miami, come now. 95 comments. Thanks. I don't know. Say hi to my mom. She's not here, but like in case she watches it one day, or hi to Rachel. That would be great. 98 comments. Okay. I think we're going to be there. By the way, I'm not drunk. I just realized I sound and look kind of drunk. I guess I'm drunk on life. I'm so grateful. I'm really grateful. And I want this for you. I want you to have everything you desire. I want you, whatever it is for you, I want you to have the love that you desire. I want you to have the friendships that you desire. I want you to have the money that you desire. I want you to have the things that you desire. I want you to have the purpose that is yours. In fact, purpose is your answer, sister. Okay, purpose is the ticket. I can't say it enough. Purpose is the ticket. So join me. Join me in Miami. Join me in Paris. Join me in my next Goddess on Purpose class. You'll be fucking amazed. And don't forget, or I should say, always remember to have gratitude for every step along the way, the good, the bad. Even when you have gratitude for, one of my clients today was talking about the shame and the guilt that she feels. And we turned it into gratitude for that shame and guilt. We reframed it as like her superpowers, and she fucking came alive. That like, that shame and guilt, not gratitude, that shame and guilt are part of what makes her such an awesome coach, because she can help other women with it, because they remind her of how far she's come. And as soon as she like turned the story on them and had gratitude, even for the most difficult shit, like shame, she soared. So have gratitude for it all. That's how to go higher immediately. And come play with me. Come be in my energy. Let me be in your energy. Come to Miami. Come to Paris. Let's just do the fucking damn thing. All right, I'm going to sign off. I love you all.